Sheamus lived with his widowed mother in a little cottage on a farm on the Emerald Isle of Ireland. The farm belonged to a wealthy landlord. Sheamus worked on the farm enough for his back to ache and his hands to hurt, and for him to know that he would much rather be the owner of the farm than the worker. But he was a poor lad, and all he could do was dream about riches. But dream he did. His mother had always filled his head full of stories about the leprechauns and their pots of gold.
If you can catch a leprechaun, hold on to him tight and ne'er take your eyes off of him. For the moment you do, poof, he'll be gone. But threaten to hold him prisoner until he promises to show you where he has hidden his pot of gold.
But how do I know that he will show me through to the pot of gold? Sheamus would ask.
Oh, the wee folk are very tricky. But once they have made a promise, they have to keep it. And once you have his pot of gold, then our troubles will be o'er. We can buy a farm and a big house and hire folks to work for us. And wouldn't that be lovely?
Aye, so lovely, Sheamus would sigh. Well, one day, as Sheamus was coming home from the farm, he heard a tapping sound coming from a tuft of grass by the road near his home. Sheamus walked over and pushed the grass aside, and there in a hollow in the grass, he saw a leprechaun busily working on a boot. The leprechaun was so keen on that boot and was making such a racket with his little hammer that he neither saw nor heard Sheamus as he approached. As quick as a wink, Sheamus grabbed up the leprechaun and held him fast. The little fellow started kicking and screaming, "Ah, let me go, you great harmless git!" "I'll be holding you fast," said Patrick, "until you promise to show me where you have hidden your pot of gold." "Who said I have any gold?" asked the leprechaun. "Oh, is that a cow stomping through your mother's garden? Look!" Well, Sheamus almost took a look, but then he remembered how tricky the little folks were. And he said, "It's more than likely a cat and not a cow. Now, you are my prisoner, so I will ne'er let you go, unless you show me where your gold is hid." "Oh, Warra, I'm the prisoner of a gigantic stinking scalawag." "But I will let you go, if you promise to show me your gold." "Do I look like I have any gold on me?" "Oh, is the thatch on your roof on fire? Quick, look!" Well, this time Sheamus almost did look, but he remembered just in the nick. "More than likely it's the smoke from the chimney. Now show me where you have hidden your gold." And he started to squeeze a little tighter. "Oh, you're crushing me bones!" cried the leprechaun. "And I'm getting sick from the smell of you." "All right, I promise to show you where I have hidden me gold. Now put me down." "Put you down? Just like that?" said Sheamus, feeling rather clever. "No, I'll be holding on to you until I have that treasure in my hand." And with that, he took off his belt and looped it around the leprechaun's waist and cinched it tight, like a leash on a dog. "Oh, you're a shrewd one," said the leprechaun. "Are you sure you're not English?" "None of that now. Lead me to your pot of gold," said Sheamus triumphantly. So the leprechaun led him down the road until they came to a field that was full of thistles. The leprechaun pushed his way through a little until he came to one prickly weed and said, "Under that thistle you'll find me pot of gold. Now, let me go free, and off you go to get a shovel to dig up your treasure." "Not so fast," said Sheamus. "I'll be holding on to you until I have that treasure. And just to mark where we are," he tore off a piece of lacing that he had used to tie his shirt closed, and he tied it in a bow around the top of the thistle. "Now," he said, "I'll be going to get that shovel, but I'm going to keep a hold of you until I get back. I'll put you in my pocket." Boom! And he put the little leprechaun down into his pocket, and then off he ran to his home as quick as he could. He got a shovel and a barrow to carry home all of the gold with, and ran back to the field as quick as he could. But when he returned, his heart dropped to his feet like a sack of potatoes. For every thistle in the whole field had a little bow of lacing around the top. And when he felt his pocket, there was no leprechaun, but a potato. Sheamus had taken his eye off the leprechaun long enough for him to play his trick. The leprechaun looked like this as he was playing his trick, laughing and singing and dancing to himself.